This will be a full tour and documentation of this 2015 BMW 428i xDrive Coupe. This 4 Series coupe is painted in mineral gray metallic. Frameless windows. The door panels do have storage areas with bottle holders. It does have power windows, power mirrors, along with power door locks. This one does have the Sport Line trim level package. It has the black interior, and this one's equipped with the Sportline trim package, which adds things like red trim and contrast stitching throughout the interior. Other notable trim packages include Luxury Line and M Sport. Both front seats do have full power adjustments, along with thigh extensions. And the driver's seat does have 2-person and memory settings. And now, let's go ahead and start her up. On the key fob, you got the buttons for lock, unlock, and trunk release. As part of the Sportline trim, it does have this red accenting on it. And it does have push-button ignition. Several years ago, BMW adopted a new naming strategy, with traditional 4- and 5-door sedan and wagon models being odd-numbered, and coupes, convertibles, and some coupe-like fastbacks being even-numbered. Thus, when BMW redesigned its ever-popular compact executive model, the 3 Series, for its 6th generation in 2012, the coupe and convertible variants of the new 3 Series would become known as the BMW 4 Series. This 2015 we have here represents the first generation of the 4 Series, which was produced from model years 2014 through 2020, and was based upon the 6th generation of the BMW 3 Series, otherwise known as the F30, which had come out for 2012. 2014, in addition to debuting the 4 Series, also marked the anticipated F30 generation debut of the legendary M3, which had a 420-plus horsepower twin-turbo straight-six. And since the 3 Series coupe was now the 4 Series, and the M3's legacy included being offered as a coupe for decades, BMW was sure to introduce the F30 M3's coupe equivalent, the M4, that same year. They also ended up making an M4 convertible. Now, around 2017, the 4 Series received a life cycle impulse. The end of the first-gen 4 Series did see an overlap of sorts, as the 3 Series was completely redesigned for 2020, but the 2024 Series was still a carryover previous-gen model, and the all-new second-gen 4 Series, based on the all-new 7th-gen 3 Series, wouldn't arrive until a year later for 2021. Now, the F30-based 2012 to 2019 Generation 3 Series and 2014 to 2020 Generation 4 Series, which together are the same vehicle platform-wise, were produced in a total of 6 different body styles. The F33 Series was a sedan, wagon, or Gran Turismo, while the 4 Series counterpart was a coupe, convertible, or Gran Coupe. The 3 Gran Turismo and the 4 Gran Coupe, which were built at the same time, brought about an interesting situation since both models are 5-door liftbacks. The 4 Series Gran Coupe is known by BMW as a 4-door coupe, hence it still gets the 4 Series name. The 3 Series Gran Turismo looks quite similar, but it has larger dimensions which gear it more towards spaciousness and practicality, and it also has a higher seating position. So the 2015 model year US market BMW 4 Series comes in all 3 of the first-gen 4 Series body styles, which include coupe, convertible, and Gran Coupe. The 2015 4 Series has 3 main subvariants, which are 428i, 435i, and the high-performance M4, which is coupe and convertible exclusive. 428i models have a 240 horsepower 2-liter turbo 4 engine. The 435i gets a 300 horse 3-liter turbo straight 6. Finally, the M4, much like its M3 sibling, is propelled by a 425 horse twin-turbo straight 6. The 428i and 435i can be had in either rear-wheel drive or xDrive all-wheel drive, which this one does have. The M4 is rear-wheel drive only. Transmission options I'll include in a caption right here. Competitors include cars like the Mercedes C-Class Coupe and Audi A5. In BMW's 2015 lineup of coupes, the 4 Series Coupe is slotted between the smaller 2 Series Coupe and the larger 6 Series Coupe. When you close the door, it does sort of deliver the seatbelt to you on this little thing. The instrument cluster houses 5 analog gauges, including your fuel level, temperature, speedometer, tachometer, as well as your average miles per gallon meter. There is a small digital display, which you can control via the button at the end of the turn signal stalk. It's your fuel economy, average speed, all that kind of stuff. It has a 3-spoke design, a leather-wrapped, multifunctional steering wheel. There are sport grips at 10 and 2, along with a red color contrast stitching. As for controls, on this side you got your cruise control, and on this side are your audio controls, along with your hands-free phone and voice commands. It does have paddle shifters, and it does have a tilt and telescoping steering wheel. Got some storage for the driver, your headlight controls, air vent for the driver, your trip reset button. On this side you have your exterior lighting stalk, and on this side is your wiper stalk. Going down the center of the interior, got your iDrive display, air vents, hazard light button, your power door lock switch. Your physical radio controls does have a CD player, stuff like your volume power knob, different modes, presets, all that kind of stuff. Right here are the controls for your dual zone automatic climate control, along with the controls for your 3-stage heated front seats. Above the push button ignition is also the toggle button for your auto stop start system. Behind this cover is a little bit of storage, along with a power outlet, 2 cup holders in front of the gear shifter. Next to the gear shifter you got your traction control button along with your drive mode selector. So the modes are Eco Pro, Comfort, Sport, and Sport Plus. As for the electronic gear shifter itself, when you're in park, just push it up all the way for reverse, all the way down for drive, a little bit up for neutral. And when you're in drive, just slap it over to here and you've got your manual shiftability. You can use either the paddle shifters or the shifter itself. And for park, just push the button on top. Nice brushed aluminum trim. Right here is your iDrive controller. It's not a touchscreen in this one. Got your main knob so you can click left and right, push down, and scroll. And then you've also got some shortcut buttons around that. The vehicle's parking brake is hand operated. Center console with some storage along with a USB port and an aux port. The glove box is lockable. Both sun visors do have vanity mirrors and lights, along with little card holders. Auto-dimming rearview mirror with a compass, garage home link, your overhead lighting, roadside assistance, passenger airbag indicator, along with the controls for your power sunroof. And now for the iDrive system. Right now we're on our main menu. Got multimedia, then you just push down to select it. Anything you might have hooked up externally, your CD player, radio, phone for pairing a phone, contacts, connected drive, so you got roadside assistance, customer service, that kind of stuff. Vehicle info's got quite a bit of stuff, so quick reference. So you sort of got like your owner's manuals, little mini owner's manual. Actually, you're basically a whole owner's manual in this. Onboard info, so some nice stuff here. Basically trip computer stuff like you'd get in that gauge cluster. And then right here, standard stuff. Vehicle status is pretty cool though. You can see how you are and where you are in terms of maintenance. Now we'll go ahead and roll down the driver's window. Both windows are fully automatic. And have a look at the engine bay. This sport line has these nice looking 18-inch 5-split-spoke alloy rims. These are known as air breathers. These little slats right here. Powering the 428i is BMW's twin-power turbo 2-liter twin-scroll turbocharged inline-4 engine. It's a dual overhead cam 16-valve power plant with variable valve timing and direct injection, and it produces 240 horsepower from 5,000 to 6,000 RPM, and 255 pound-feet of torque from 1250 to 4,800 RPM. Sending that power to all four wheels of this 4 Series is an 8-speed automatic transmission with a manual mode. Running on recommended premium unleaded with a 15.8-gallon fuel tank, the 428i xDrive Coupe gets an estimated 22 mpg in the city and 33 mpg on the highway. It has a McPherson strut front suspension, a multi-link rear suspension, and 4-wheel ventilated disc brakes. Base curb weight for the 428i xDrive Coupe is 3,645 pounds. Check out the back seat. They do give you pretty easy access. Just use this lever, flip forward the seat back, and then push this, and it slides the whole seat forward.
Got a couple air vents, power outlet back here. Got coat hooks. A little bit of a storage tray right here. And you've also got a folding center armrest with 2 cup holders. And you can fold down the entire middle seat for a trunk pass-through. Now, as for comfort back here, as someone who's about 6 foot or 6'1", right off the bat, I don't have much headroom. My head is touching the ceiling. I can have it back about to here for me to still have some sufficient leg room. So it's not the most cramped thing in the whole world. Leg room is actually decent. The seat itself is somewhat comfortable, but headroom is the biggest problem for me, basically. But then again, this is, after all, an executive personal luxury coupe. And of course, with a 2-door coupe, you're going to sacrifice backseat comfort for just awesome looks. I mean, there are tons of people who love the look of the 4 Series more than the 3 Series, and there's absolutely a market for this. Dual exhaust.
The 4 Series Coupe is able to haul up to 15.7 cubic feet of cargo.
And as you saw earlier, the fuel door is on the passenger side. Anyhow, thanks for checking out this tour of this 2015 BMW 4 Series. And as always, stay on the lookout for future tours.